Welcome back, guys. It's June 29th. It's Rednesday again. Adam Flowers here, Mob Vlog. Red, buddy, it's good to see you. How are you today?
I'm here.
Red's a little under the weather, guys, but he's here. The show must go on, you know? So
I've been running a high temperature, folks, so we'll see what happens.
Hope that you feel better. So we're gonna hang in there today and see if Red can make it through this episode. So that's what we're gonna do today, and we're gonna get things going. So today, Red, is going to be fantastic because we have a couple of new things we're gonna be doing on the show. We have a trivia question coming up in a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
Before the trivia, what about the picture? Should I hold it up?
Sure, Red. Yeah. Check that out. That is a picture of Red and me in front of the Welcome to Vegas sign. And we thought, last week, Red was given a little GTO, and I got an onion mug. And so I said to Red, we should give something back to the people, and the Perscribers. We have to do something nice for them. Right, Red?
Right.
Why not? It's only right. So I said to Red, it would be neat, maybe, and I don't know, maybe you guys would want one, maybe you guys wouldn't, but I said, maybe what if we got some pictures, like 8x10s, and we gave them away? And others.
We autograph them on the bottom.
Sure, personalize them, right? Personalize them out. So they went to Red. He's autographing them. Then he's going to send them to me. I'll get them in a few days. And then if you guys want one, they'll be on the site, you guys. But if you want, we're going to play some trivia later. And you ready for this? No, you guys are all like, oh, Adam's like P.T. Barnum. Look, later on, I'm going to show you what the prizes are. Not yet, okay? But we're going to spin a wheel of prizes, a chance to win something, including a picture, maybe a book. Maybe one of Red's books. He'll personalize it to you. Yeah, maybe even a pizza box is on the wheel. I don't know, but wouldn't that be cool, right?
Yes.
So,
yes. I like the idea. I love it.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that today. So let's say hello to some people. Chris Edmondson thinks it's a good idea. Cindy Workman, put your Vicks on your feet to break the fever. You know that?
I've been rubbing it on my chest.
Red will prevail. Michael Lever, welcome aboard. We have a new member. Thanks for joining the channel. Now you have access to some behind the scenes stuff, some other things. Go look. There's a special playlist for you. So it's good to see everybody. Trace, William Kirchmayer, Big Tuna, Don Chio, Scott H, Keith Helton. Everybody's here. Joseph Brennan. It's good to see you all. And thanks for coming in and showing up. And Chris Godla. I don't know what we're going to do this week, Red. I was talking to Red. I said after last week's guest that we had on, I mean, there's no topping that. Diane was wonderful. If you guys haven't seen that show, go watch it. I think it's been up for a week. It's been watched for like 2,000 hours, 10,000 views. It's insane. The people, you guys loved her. So that video is getting around. But anyhow, Scott, he wants an autographed picture. Well, Scott, stick around, answer the question and the trivia question today, which isn't going to be.
You might get it.
It might get. Red doesn't think anybody's going to get it. I know you guys. Somebody's going to get this trivia question. There's no way that somebody from this channel doesn't get it. So, anyway, if you're new to this channel, you ever been here? My name's Adam Flowers. This is Red Wemette. Sorry, this is Red Wemette. And we're both from Chicago originally, but I now live in Vegas. Red lives in Florida in a secret location somewhere in the muggy.
Panama City Beach.
Jeez, you guys are brutal in the comments. Diane was great. Yes, she was. And William, I agree. She is going to be a hard act to follow, but we're going to go for it, right? So hit the like.
Hit her on my channel. I hit her on my channel Monday.
Yes,
day before yesterday.
If you guys didn't see the interview from Monday with Red, it's just Diane and Red. I didn't show up. I was busy. And but on Red's channel, he did an interview with her, and I thought it was fascinating. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. We'll even throw a card there for you guys. So if you're watching this after the fact, there will be a card in the video.
And she said she will come back, so we're gonna have her back on.
Definitely, yes. Monday card. Okay, so we need somebody to sit in as a producer on the show. Red has a secret lair.
Yeah, lair.
I don't know about that. I didn't say that. I just said Red lived in a secret location somewhere in Florida. Secret lair. Make it sound like he's got
a dragon.
Like a dragon, right? Yeah.
The dragon's lair.
Yes. Jim Yakov. Red's location only a secret, so you can't invite yourself down for a week. That can happen too. You never know.
That's about the size of it.
Yes. Is Diane Hansen called Sally in Red's book, Red?
No, Sally's another wife. Sally was married to Kurt before Diane.
Ah, okay. Got it. So that was Kurt's first or previous?
Previous wife, not first.
First, right. Yeah, previous. Okay. So when you go look up now, you guys, if you go Google Las Vegas and Chicago true crime, you know, because Red and I, we like to do things on the fly sometimes and go, let's just, sometimes it's the best stuff comes out. It's true. Go look at some of this. It's like the ones that we wing sometimes are really good, and then sometimes they aren't. But that really has to do with the viewers not asking the right questions.
Well, we did one with what was the good one?
I'm kidding, everybody. Red over his head there.
No, it didn't go over my head. Out of the clear blue, what do we do? The outfit hits, different things that we did.
So if you look it up, you get Tony Spilatro, Frank Cullotta. You get sites about Frank Cullotta, Tony Spilatro, all of these connections. Those are the true crime connections. When I thought, let's talk true crime about Chicago and Vegas, we could go anywhere with that, right?
Right.
It actually seems if you want something connected with it, you're looking at mob stuff again. See, once again, that's where the channel goes. And it seems like even when we come up with these,
well, I don't know the details of it. You probably know more about than I do. You mentioned Herbie Blitzstein. I knew he was killed out there. I knew he was murdered out there, but I didn't know exactly the reasons why. If it was whatever the reasons were, most of the time when people got murdered, it was because they were an informant or doing something that they weren't supposed to do. But right. I don't know that particular reason, and I don't know how he was murdered either.
He was shot right outside of his house.
Outside, okay.
Yeah, in front of his house. And the only reason I know that is I was going to make that. Why not make that a location on the newest tour?
Yes. So
it was part of the research that I was doing. It turns out it's a gated community, so there's no getting in there to show the house, unfortunately. No. So you can tell the story, but I can't show the house. And in case I didn't tell you guys, shameless plug number 1, brand new. Get ready. It's Vegas Specialty Tour's newest creation. And here it is. It's the Vegas Crime Tour. And so, yeah, I've been researching my behind off about this. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy things that have gone on in this town. Crime-wise, we have a lot of famous crimes. We have a lot of small crimes, everything from Tupac shooting to Steve Wynn's daughter being kidnapped, big things, Binion's silver bars. It's a lot of stuff. So we're putting all these different crime ideas together. So yeah. Trace, did Mr. Cullotta mention how old he was when he committed his first crime?
Yes.
Was he 13 years old
Yes.
or younger? Well, as I recall, Frank
He was stealing cars when he was 13.
No. If you want to know his first crime, so he used to bully the kids in school for their milk money, up with nickels, right? And now I know this story. So he used to bully him in school, and then he got in trouble. And so what he started doing, so you notice back then they had on the poles, the street posts, they had an honorary system with the newspapers. So the people would throw a nickel in the bag and take the newspaper from the thing, and then the guy would go around restocking and collecting his little bags of nickels. So Frank started shimmying himself up the pole and getting the bag to get the money, right, and stealing the money out of the honorary system. And then he got caught doing that. The guy chased him, caught him, took him home to his mom. And so then he got a job selling newspapers and crazy jokes. So I don't know how young he was when that happened, but I'm guessing that this was before high school. So,
Oh, yeah.
So, he was probably 8 or 9. I don't know, but that's how it starts. And it's not just that. It's the apple from the apple cart too, So, the Mob Museum had, Slappy Maxie. The Mob Museum had a 25-year casino anniversary with Oscar Goodman. Oscar said he was close friends with Tony Spilatro and said that Tony never liked Frank Cullotta and said Frank was a liar and he was never made and was never close with Tony. Well, I have no idea what to say about that, Slapsy, because I can't get in a time machine and go back and see if
we didn't see that. And this is Oscar telling somebody what Tony said or what he thinks Tony said or whatever. And Tony's dead and he's dead. So who can really say for sure? Who can really say?
Well, I can tell you this much, and that is that I have word from people who knew both that would say that they definitely knew each other. You have pictures of them together. You don't have pictures of them together from when they were younger, but Frank said that they tried to stay away from cameras.
I did the same thing. Very few people have a picture of me, period. Diane was rare.
People didn't like to get their picture taken. I never knew why, but then I'm a ham. You know what I mean? You put a camera up and I'm like, let's get in front of the camera.
I didn't want to be noticed.
There you go. So there's some people that just don't. Julie M. Frank never claimed to be made.
I think he did a couple times, but
go back and watch the video. No, I mean there was some he did say that Tony made him. I'm just gonna say what he said in the video. He said that. So, and it got brought up a few times, and as time went on, it didn't really, wasn't really.
It's not a big issue.
Yeah.
I can hear Tony saying, you want to be made, you're made. That's it. I just made you.
Here, Don Ciccio di Porzallo. I can assure you Tony and Frank were close, period. There you go. So I know where Don Ciccio's from in Chicago and the area, and I'm just going to say that I'll believe Don Ciccio.
I will too.
Yep. So, yeah, exactly. You don't want your pictures taken for obvious reasons. So,
also, they were in the same reform schools, when they were kids.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah.
So, I mean,
there'd be records of that too.
There are records of it.
Yeah. And the whole, him coming into the school and, those big long poles that they had with the hooks to open the windows in the gymnasium. Okay. So he came into the school one day, and I guess at Montefiore, it was, which was a school for bad kids, right? School for bad, like the juvenile.
It was like Charlietown, When he graduated older, went to Charlottetown, St. Charles Home for Boys.
Okay. Well, he walked in one day and they were all ganged up on Tony, and he picked up that big pole and started swinging around at all of them. And I just jousting poles. Exactly. And, getting poked with a pole, that doesn't feel good. That does not feel good. And you start jabbing people with a pole, man. Ooh.
He had a good weapon. He picked up a good weapon, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So I hope that you guys all do have a good 4th of July weekend. Ron Frey, it was Stephen Healy. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys all have a good weekend coming up. It's going to be a nice one here. I have to do a tour early in the day, but then I took the evening off. I'm going to make some hot dogs, Chicago style dogs.
Do you have poppy seeds buns out there?
Yeah, you gotta go to the right places, but yeah, you can get them. Yeah. Robert, yes, you're funny. Have you been poked at him? Laugh out loud. No, I haven't been poked. All right. Since you're curious. Sean Pender, when you have the ceremony of being made in Chicago, is it the same as New York? Red,
No.
do you know the answer? I was told that See, again, we're going back to the whole Frank. He said that they didn't have a ceremony with the sword and a this and a that. No, it wasn't that. That's what Frank said. That's what I was.
Nick Calabrese said something different during Family Secrets.
He did.
It may have been different era, different time. I know that people like Joey
Yes.
Lombardo. They didn't have any ceremony with him. They just had dinner with him. They said, "Hey, you've now been promoted. That's it."
Yeah. But see, that was the same thing. They whistled Tony in to make Michael, right? Because this was going to be Michael's ceremony. Right. So obviously there was a ceremony of some sort if that's what they used, if that's what they said to get him to come into Chicago. So William Kirchmayer, yes, I got the right relish. It's the neon green relish. So yeah, I got the right stuff. Got the celery, salt, everything. It's all good. Scott H. Chicago didn't have a ceremony. Yeah.
So, they may have later on in the 80s. I don't know. But the earlier years that I never heard of it. It's like Louis Eberle. When Louis Eberle was made, nobody knows. Nobody knows when he was made.
Neon green relish, Ron Frey, is for hot dogs. Yes, it's for hot dogs. So Trace, we almost missed your comment here. I remember Mr. Cullotta said he didn't want to have to report to anyone. He was a lot like his dad. He said he looked up to his dad. Yes, exactly. And he did. He said that too. He said he didn't ever want to be, he's always said, I just was an associate. Didn't want to be having to report to anyone.
He wanted to be freelance so he could do what he wanted to do. But he decided to go to Las Vegas.
Julie again. Yeah. It said he didn't want to have to answer to anybody. So, John Chichil. All right. Let's talk about ceremonies. New York uses the old world traditions. Chicago uses face-to-face making. No old world traditions. So it's just, they get together and they stand around and they go, okay, here's the deal.
Usually it's done at a restaurant or a sitting place where they're eating.
We're walking in this guy in and we're going to have a couple of cocktails, maybe something to eat. And that's that. Right?
Yes.
That's what I understood that, but it as, but if it was, I don't know,
well, if you look at the Last Supper picture with Joey Lombardo being in a suit and everybody else is casual, that was making him captain of the crew, of the Grand Avenue crew. That was actually making him capo of that crew. So it was like a dinner. So all the other people would know that he was street boss.
Oh man, I know I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. I'm so sorry before I even say it. All right, Imran Patel, Chin Giganti.
Oh, the chin. Yeah. Okay.
you know how to say his name?
I, Gianti.
Gianti told Sammy Gravano that once you leave the 5 boroughs of New York, you will notice how unprofessional the workings of the mafia is out of New York. So, meaning you don't have the.
That was his opinion.
Don Ciccio, you swear your allegiance to the family. No pricking fingers and saint burning and all that nonsense. The script on the tour, the Vegas mob tour, is we say to be made officially, you got to be a made guy's an official member of the mob. Just for laymen that have never known, they know nothing about mob. Okay, so we say in the script, what's the line? It's funny. In New York, they burn the picture of the saint and they prick the finger with the blood. And, personally, I think they watch too many movies out there in New York. In Chicago, it's much simpler. Yeah. So thank you. It is Giganti. Thank you. Giganti. I was close.
They called him the Chin.
Giganti.
I forget what his first name is, but he had an act. He was a strange individual from what they told me. I don't know. Never met the man.
Big Tuna, from the books I've read, every territory across the country of the mafia had their own traditions and ways to make guys.
I believe that.
Riff Raff Rackus, Adam, after all this time, you still can't pronounce Italian names. No, Riff Raff Rackus, I can't. I'm getting better. I really am. But Vincent
the Chin. That's what they call him, Vincent the Chin.
Got it.
Vinny the Chin. They called him Vinny the Chin.
Chris Godla, they would toast the new members with a champagne or something special. He hugs everyone and kisses rings. Kissing rings? I don't know.
I don't think they went around kissing rings.
Kissing rings?
I think they embraced, to say, I'm your friend, I'm with you, that welcome to the family. I think they embraced, but that's about it.
Yeah. So
I don't know how many times I've been hugged by different guys, that were made guys. They just came to give me a hug. That was like, okay, everything's okay.
Sure.
You're accepted.
Keith Helton, when Frank saw Nancy in the pharmacy, she told him Tony never hated him. True. That's true. Frank did say that. So
there's a lot of controversy about different things about Frank and Tony, whatever. And one of the things I get a kick out of it is there's a big controversy in most Chicago people, about would have Tony been okay if Joey was out of prison. I believe he would have, because Diane will tell you they were like that.
Okay.
And there was no way that Joey would have sat around and just let it happen.
Gotcha.
If he was out of prison. In prison, he had his own problems.
Oh, gosh. Jim Magnifici. Adam gets an A for effort. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Vincent the Chin walked around in public with a bathrobe on. Sean Bender saying.
He used to go through an insanity type act. Very similar to Sam DiStefano. He played like he was insane.
Okay, so there was a spin on kissing the Pope's ring. That's what the whole kissing the ring was. Okay. I thought maybe it's the whole Caligula, kiss the ring. Why do you laugh? Did you watch Caligula?
Yes.
Oh, you sick man. Oh my God. I can't believe you watched that. I've never watched it. I just know the one scene of kissing the ring. That's it. Guys, we're doing a trivia question on the show in a little bit, and you're going to have a chance to win. So you hold up the picture, Red. You can get an autographed picture. Yeah. You can get an autographed picture, and there's going to be some other prizes. Whoever gets the trivia question right is going to get to spin the wheel. So I'm going to tell you guys what's on the wheel, but it's going to be a good trivia question. Red doesn't think anybody's going to get it, but I said, no. I said the Perscribers on this channel, they're going to get this. I like the picture, Red. It's nice. Came out nice. It's a luster finish on it.
Yeah, it really shined.
Scott H. watched it about 5 times. I I could imagine, Scott H. I can imagine you did. Why not? Gosh. Luminous grin. Diane did not know Frank. No, Ryan
A
Brown.
lot of people didn't know Frank. I didn't know Frank. I
But
heard about him.
You know,
but
not
I
everybody
didn't know
runs.
him.
Not everybody runs in the exact same circles and the
Yeah,
exact same.
we were part of the same crew. We were
Yeah.
part of Grand Avenue crew. But I heard about him, but I just never saw him. That's all.
So I watched with one. Oh my God! I mean, I watched with one hand. I mean, you guys are crazy. In the show The Offer, the guy playing Sonny makes Carlo kiss the Don's ring. The guy playing Sonny makes Carlo kiss the Don's ring. Oh yes, that does happen. And then also
Well, at the end of The Godfather,
they
they
all
have Michael sitting there, and El Neri comes in. They all come in. He shuts the door, and they're all kissing his ring. Clemenza, everybody at the end. But that's a New York thing,
yeah. So
which we are talking about on the after show. The difference between New York and Chicago.
that's what. Well, that's what we're going to do in the after show. You have to remember, Frank said he wasn't made until he went to Vegas. He was just an associate and friend of Tony before that. That's what he said. So again, I'm just agreeing everything you're saying is what he said. So that is a fact. So guys, crime in Vegas. A barrel showed up out in Lake Mead. Barrel should have. Don't laugh, Fred. Don't laugh. This isn't funny. Not yet. It isn't. So a body showed up out there, and there it is. It's the Lake Mead barrel. So speaking of crimes in Las Vegas, if we're going to talk crime in Vegas, this could have been associated with somebody back then. As a matter of fact, they're saying it was possibly could have been a guy who went missing at that time.
John Pappas.
Pappas. Yeah, the Pappas. And he was tied in with the Stardust somehow. See? So who knows?
Well, he left his car at Circus.
Right? And that was one of the 4 Chicago-run casinos.
And also, he was manager of the marina there, where he kept his boat.
Echo Bay. Echo Bay is the name.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And that was financed by the Teamsters. Same thing to finance Circus.
That's correct. It was. Oscar Baker, good to see you in the house from Detroit. See, that would be a good trivia question. Which casino was run by Detroit in Las Vegas?
That's a very good trivia question. I don't.
Right? That's not the trivia question, guys. Don't get all excited if you know the answer, because that's not the trivia question. Sorry, I'm just typing right for a second. I hate stop and talk. The D, which was owned by no, Detroit is Las Vegas. The D, no, it was the Aladdin. Thank you. It was the Aladdin.
Yes,
the Aladdin was the one that was run by the Slappy Maxky saying the Frontier. I don't think it was Frontier. If they had influence there, but anyway, the Sawdust.
I know Chicago had influence at the Frontier at one time.
I don't think so. As far as I know, you had Fremont downtown, Stardust.
Who ran the Frontier? Was it Cleveland?
Who what?
Who ran the Frontier? Cleveland?
No, Cleveland's influence came in from the Desert Inn with Mo Daly.
That's right.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's not the trivia question, guys. So, how much was Lefty involved in casino skimming? Well, Lefty is the one that would have gathered up all the money from the 4 casinos and then handed it off to the bagman, who was Phil Ponto. There was also a backup bagman who would travel back and forth to Chicago. That was Joseph Tallarico.
It wasn't like in the movie Casino.
Right. No, it didn't. It was in the movie Casino, how they show the guy walking out, the bag man picking up the money. It didn't happen that way. Lefty gathered it, put it in a bag, and he handed it off to him. He would meet Phil at different locations, but right outside the Vegas Country Club gates on Karen Street, which was a side entrance, they would meet there quite often too. So,
I don't know if this involved the Skim because it was way before Tony went out there. In 1968, I wrote about it in my book. Jimmy Couture sent me out there with that grip. And I assumed there was money in there. I don't know. I never opened it up. But what happened was I was met at a man met me who turned out to be Johnny Roselli.
mm-hmm.
He met me, and I didn't know who he was at the time. He just said, "We have a common friend. There'll be a package for you waiting when you check out." And there was a grip waiting for me at the checkout counter. And I took it home and
wow.
I wrote about that in my book, though.
Well, you also
Never thinking it was going to be on. I was going to be on your show later or something like this. I never thought any of this would happen.
Yeah. Of course you didn't think that. How could you know that, right?
Right.
Adam, I loved your interview with Diane. The questions came so organically. In my opinion, it was a shot in the dark that I asked her about knowing the Jane brothers. No, that was pretty interesting. I thought it was too.
She knew a little bit more than that. She just didn't elaborate because it was disgusting to her.
So did Frank ever take a bag of money back home? Oh, well, in the movie, they show him taking that money back to Chicago, right? Being the bag man. He does, because that's when he goes back and Remo says to him, "Hey, is the little guy, is he sleeping with the Jew's wife? Because if he is, we're going to have a problem." It's a problem. Far as I know, it happened. I don't know if it was money that was from the Skim or if it was money that was being kicked up from Tony. I don't know. I have no clue as that question. I would have
I know this. Tony did not have to kick up any money.
No.
They gave him money for watching the Skim.
Okay.
And he got a piece out of that before it got sent. That was through Lefty. Lefty took care of him. But it wasn't enough to keep the whole crew. That's why he brought Frank out there. He needed more people on the street. He couldn't do it all himself.
Dennis Paulson, the night that they closed the marina, the blackjack dealers were paying me whether I won or lost.
That happens.
Sure, right? Just here you go.
Oh, no, it's over. That's it.
Wow, that's pretty wild. So
take a few chips. Did you win double?
Saint for life. Detroit controlled the frontier in the early 60s. Then Mr. Roselli helped put the deal together for Detroit to sell to Howard Hughes.
I thought Howard Hughes bought it.
Yeah.
But then it sold again. It wasn't sold to a Detroit family.
They owned the last frontier until it burned down, then the new frontier, and then the frontier. Yes, that's the right order too, Slapsy. I didn't know it burned down. The last frontier burned down. But isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how they open those in like it should have been different? The names, as the name changed, it's like they did it out of order. Should have been the new frontier, then the frontier, then the last frontier. Not the last frontier, the new frontier, and then the frontier, right?
Well, at the time when they made the last frontier, they were thinking about Las Vegas being the last frontier.
Right. Then they rebuilt it and they went, it's the new one. And then later they just dropped the new and just became the frontier. So I guess, but it's kind of funny that they, last one came first. Right.
I have a curious question is how much political crime is out in Las Vegas? I mean, you see Harry Reid during the hearing for Lefty, and he's already decided that they're taking a vote before he even gets a chance to talk, and bam, they gavel it down, and the meeting's over. So the meeting was just for that? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Right.
The Gaming Commission.
So, Ryan Brown, no, you did not miss the trivia question. We're still doing the trivia question, then we're going to spin the wheel. Somebody's going to win a prize. Now, if you do play the trivia question, I got to warn you, you got to have a telephone because you have to call in to verify who you are. So you got to have
Tell them how to do that, Adam.
Well, the number's on the bottom of the screen, so you're gonna have to call in to verify, and
Right.
then someone to answer the phone. I'm gonna give you a number, and you can type it in. Whoever wins, you can also, if you want, I'll put you on the speakerphone for a minute if you want. If not, you can just verify. But that'll be fun. You know, we'll talk to the winner. So I'll get that set up. And if you guys haven't heard about the Vegas mob tour, it's up and going. We have the newer Vegas crime tour is coming, but the Vegas mob tour is up and going. So yes, be sure to check it out. And everybody's saying good things about it. Join us for the Vegas mob tour. Experience Sin City's dark past. Learn how Bugsy Siegel built the Flamingo. Find out who killed him and why. Hear who Jimmy Hoffa supplied money to back in the 50s. Visit the actual home used in the 1995 blockbuster movie Casino. And other filming locations as well. See the real jewelry store where Frank Cullotta and his crew were busted. Sit in the exact spot where Frank Lefty Rosenthal's car was bombed back in '82. View never before seen footage of Frank Cullotta telling personal stories about Tony Spilotro, Joey the Clown Lombardo, and the Hole in the Wall gang.
This house here used to be Tony's house. It's almost like a peach color. It was brown then. The only thing changed is the driveway.
Let us make an offer you can't refuse. Upgrade to our Untouchables experience. Following the tour, you'll enjoy a 3-course Italian dinner in the Tuscany Gardens, and then VIP seating to the award-winning Rat Pack is Back show. Enjoy Vegas. It's the way it was meant to be. Somebody asked me, they said, do you actually do the editing and make the, I do. I do put all that together.
And it's a great tour, folks. It really is. I've never been on a tour like that in my life. And we had other people on the bus. There were other people there.
Yeah, that town's full of people. And so's the tour. So we're getting pretty close here to the end, and we're going to do that trivia question in a few minutes. But let's take a couple of more questions here. And Julie M., there's a phone number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Yes, it says VegasSpecialtyTours.com, and then it has the number
702-677-9015.
So whoever gets it right is going to have to call in to that number. So you have to have a phone to play, okay?
I'll type it in down here, Adam.
Oh, you can put it into that too. That's great. A rumor was Harry Reid was the model for the senator that they made believe he killed the prostitute in the Godfather movie. Okay, hold on a second. He was the senator. Oh, yeah. The prostitute. I remember that scene now. Yeah, that was in the first one. And right, and then later they needed a favor. Wasn't that what happened to him?
Yes.
Later on, like time to cash that favor.
Well, Tom Hagen came and said, it'll be like this girl didn't exist.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be friends with the family.
Uh-huh. So, Robert, Adam, on the mob tour, do you prick the finger as the people as people get in your vehicle? Do I prick their fingers? Yeah, we prick everybody's finger before they come on. Oh, geez. Trace, Desi Arnaz, the Untouchables, Sonny Capone, Al's son. But Arnaz refused to budge. According to reports, Chicago mob bosses considered a hit on Arnaz, but Capone's widow said no. Reid was a Mormon. Yes, that's correct. He was a Mormon. And yeah, exactly. They had him in this pocket. And what was it a true? Okay, Trace, was that a true story? Well, also Dick Smothers portrayed Harry Reid in Casino. He's the senator that goes into that's accepted and goes up to the room and has the blonde up there, and and then later sits at the gaming commission refusing Lefty his certificate and his license, and so that's So that's what it's going to. Anyway, you prick your finger every day because you're a diabetic? Well, do you consider yourself made because you prick your finger every day, Scott? He disparaged Michael and then framed him, the senator. And then they framed him, the senator. Yes, that's correct. So, all right, we haven't done the.
I can't forget that.
Don't call in for the prize unless you win. Okay, you have to win. We haven't done the prize. So, all right, let me this to there. All right, we're gonna do it in a couple of minutes. So you're a self-made guy, aren't you? Yes, you're self-made. I can't imagine Harry getting a girl like that for free. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty stunning. The babe they used in the movie Casino.
Yeah.
Pretty stunning. She was like very and tall.
Well put together.
She was very tall too. Yeah. Eric Phillips, the real footage of Lefty and the Senator is pretty funny. Yes, Reid had guilty all over his face. Eric, you're correct. I've seen that footage too. It's pretty intense. So
I thought it was odd that they would hold the hearing, a hearing for his license,
right.
And they never even got a chance to talk. They were prepared for it and everything else. Right. And he announced he was chair of the committee, right? He announces, before we get started, we're going to take a vote. They didn't know what it was.
Right.
And he does it real fast, and then he says, meeting adjourned, bang. That's what that was. That was corrupt. That was fixed. The fix was in.
Yeah. When Lefty called him out, yes, Russ, that's when. Scott H. Harry Reid opened up the UFO investigations by the government. I understand that he did, yes.
I understand they renamed the airport.
They did. Yes, they did. So, Saint for life. Hey guys, running joke in Vegas was the other mafia, was the Mormon Mafia, as they lend money to the mob. And they were part of the Howard Hughes organization when he arrived. Well, yeah, Howard surrounded himself with all Mormon.
That's all he had.
Yeah, that's all he had. So, Gino the Nose. You go to a bar that Frank used to own a part of here in Vegas. It's called Champagne's. Frank didn't own a part of the bar. They have all kinds of pictures on the wall of Frank and the Hole in the Wall gang. Miss you, Frank. No, they filmed. The reason all the pictures are up, they used Frank on Bar Rescue. John Tafferty filmed an episode in there, had Frank in there. The Rat Pack used to hang out there, but as far as the owning it, no, that's not correct. The Harry Reid saw UFOs. Yeah, Harry Reid grew up in Searchlight. I wouldn't doubt it. Scott, I mean, you know what kind of stuff you see out in the sky, even out in Good Springs. You go out to Good Springs. I've seen stuff in the sky at Good Springs. I saw these 3 triangles one night, and they shot across. I'm telling you, man, there's things out there that, yeah. Paul Clinton, Adam and Red. I've asked a few times. I hope you answer. I've seen somewhere someone saying that Tony Spilotro and Lefty were childhood friends, but wasn't Lefty about 10 years older? Thank you. So there are pictures.
Childhood friends. They were friends as he got older. They didn't meet till he was like 18, 19, 20.
20s. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, if you consider that, young, but that's when they met. So, yeah. Harry's Reid's brother punched him out. Harry claimed he got a black eye from the gym equipment that fell apart. Oh, yeah, I remember when he hurt his eye. He hurt his eye. That was big news. Yeah, it was the gym equipment. He was working out and something snapped and hit him in the face. You say Harry Reid's brother punched him out, though? Well, I wouldn't. You know what? Doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Doesn't surprise me. Someone opened Harry's eye. How about the tall redhead in the movie Casino when Tony shows? Okay, yeah, she was a little. Come on, guys.
Don't go there, guys.
Oh man, I'm sorry. So Big Tuna, Harry Reid in real life was a scumbag who abused his power. Well, yeah. Remember when Harry gave himself a black eye in his own bathroom fitness? That's what we thought happened. All right, Keith Helton, how about a trivia question? Hint, hint. All right,
yes.
You ready for the trivia question? If we're ready for the trivia question, we're going to do this. And
is
then
it the first caller in, or is it the third caller in, or what is it?
No. It's not.
Well, they have to talk to you and verify it.
You don't call in. You don't call the.
Yeah, but after when we.
Well, no, we could do it either way. We could just have them put the first person to put the answer in the comment. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's the way that we should do this.
You're right.
If whoever hits the comment, then that person has to call the number. So if Keith Helton, he answers the question, puts the answer in, then the winner calls in. Eric Phillips, yeah, you agree? Answer here, the winner calls in. Sounds good to me. So I think that's the fairest way to do it. In case you guys get this right away, which Red doesn't think anybody's
going to. It's got to be the first one. The first one that gets it on the screen.
The first one that gets it on the screen, we're gonna call it, and whoever, boop, and then that'll be the person who gets to call in. Now, do we spin the wheel after they call in?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
You can do it first. You can do it first. Afterwards.
No, I have to. Let's get them on the phone first, and then and then I'll give them the choice if they want to be heard or not on the show. And if they don't, I'll take their information down, and then we'll spin the wheel. If they do, well, then I'll take I'll mute them. We'll take their information down.
So if you're using a like Don, Chicha Deportel, I missed your name, Don. Sorry, or Joey Ayupa or somebody else that is not using their name. It's a moniker.
Yes,
you'll see it on the screen. But your name will never be given out. Ann won't give your name out.
No, I'm not going to give your names out at all.
We're not putting it on the screen.
Or mailing address, anything like that. That's all confidential. That's not going to go anywhere. So if you're just like, but I can't give you my information at all, then don't answer the question, please. Don't answer it. Just don't participate, okay? Because you have to give us that information for us to send it to you. Depending on what you win, because some of the things can be sent via email. There's a couple things be sent via email that you can win. So, okay. Now, Joey Ayupa wants to know what's the prize. So, Joey, the prize is whoever wins and answers the right question, they get to spin the wheel. And the wheel's filled with prizes. All kinds of prizes, including that beautiful picture. Including that beautiful photograph. Cute photograph.
Take my cue.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of cool stuff, but here it is. Ron Frey, he lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Correct. No, that's not the that's not the question. All right, guys, here we go. Are you guys ready for this? And the wheel better be filled with ham sandwiches. No.
Not one ham sandwich on it. Sorry.
Oh, Slappy C Maxi. Mine will be on eBay tonight. Here we go, guys. So every show that Red and I do, we have a background. Not the Vegas sign behind me. This up here. This down here. The last few episodes.
The color of it today is kind of red.
They've changed. Yes. But they all have a theme, a common theme. What's the common theme from the backgrounds in the last few episodes? What's it been about the last 3 episodes that we've used different backgrounds and not a single reply yet, which I thought these folks would get this pretty quickly, but Red's right.
I disagreed with you and I said they won't.
He said never going to get it. They're never going to get it. And even if I showed them one of the other backgrounds, here's the one from the other week. Let's just change it. You guys, it's subtle things like this. But that was the one from the other week. Still no winners. Chicago said, oh, we got a winner. 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 It is right here. No. So hold on. Let's see. A couple people hit him. Okay, Dave Malinska, you're correct. They're neon lights. Slappy Maxi, you're correct. Flamingo lights, that's what they are. But the common theme to them is what we asked for. And Hans Gruber wrote Lights of Casinos, which is correct as well. But Greg Bradshaw, Greg, you're calling in because you got Casino Movie. And that's what it is. The backgrounds have been the opening theme, the opening shots from Casino. And that's what we've been using as the backgrounds for the show. Because I was looking for something abstract and I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. And then I said to Red, I wonder if anybody's going to notice. So that's why we used it as the thing. So you need to call in so we can spin the wheel, Greg. So if you have a phone, that's the time to call would be now. The number that you see at the bottom, 702.
Yeah, well, I can type the
All
number.
right, hold on. We got a caller. We got him. Okay. Hold on.
While we're waiting, Adam muted his phone so he can talk in private. We don't want to give anybody's personal information out to the rest of the world. See all those comments they have on YouTube and everything else that says, do not give your personal information out? Well, we honor that. Scott H. The winner has to pay the bill. No.
Okay, Red, we're live with Greg. He's
1080.
on the show. You want to say hello, Greg?
Hey, Red.
And he typed in the code that I gave him, so we know he's verified. And Greg, how long you been watching the show?
Well, since before, almost a year and a half, something like that. A year and a half.
Okay, so you've been watching for a while. Where are you from?
Indiana.
What part?
Central Indiana, Lafayette.
All right, awesome. I just want to know how much. I'm just trying to figure out how much this is going to cost Red in shipping when he ships you a book.
Well, I already bought Red's book, so.
Oh no, you already got the book.
Money.
All right, so if you got the book, I tell you what, we're gonna show you what the prizes are here. Okay, so here's the prizes. This is the wheel, and I haven't come up with the name of it. Bobby Bag of Donuts probably is gonna come up with a good name. The wheel of something, the wheel of chance. I don't know, but here it is. Here's what you can win. You can win. One of the spots is green, so it's a see-through spot. I didn't realize it when I was making it last night, and then I held it up for Red today, and I went, oh. All right. You can win a pick. That's the autograph picture. A pizza box. You could get a book. You could get a USB stick. That's one of the spots. There's the Vegas Mob Tour for 2 people, 2 tickets. I think that's the biggest value. That's like $240 in tickets.
Yeah.
You can get a buy one, get one free, which is for the Mob Tour, which is $120 value. You can get a pick, or if you hit this spot right here, LMBR. That's the Lake Mead Barrel Ride. You don't want to hit that spot. But if you hit Lake Mead Barrel Ride, we'll give you 1 second spin. If you hit it a second time in a row, you don't get any more spins. You get an address to go meet somebody.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're ready for the spin, and we're off. What's it going to be? Red's shipping a book. A pizza box. Are you kidding me? A $200 pizza box. That's what you just won, Greg.
That's awesome.
An autographed, Frank Cullotta autographed pizza box is what you're going to be getting sent to you. Looks just like this. It's autographed by Frank and numbered. We have 250 of them only in the world. And you're going to have, I don't know which number you're going to have. I think we're somewhere around 26 or 27. So it's somewhere around there, Greg. Did you have fun watching the show today, Greg?
It's an awesome show.
Man,
I don't miss a week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you, Greg, for coming on.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Appreciate you having me.
Oh, hey, you know what that's? See, I knew we would have a name for the wheel, Greg, before we got off the phone. The wheel of a deal you can't refuse.
Yes.
The wheel of a deal you can't refuse. Why can't I come up with this clever stuff? Why is it everybody else? All right, Red, take it away for a minute. I have to grab some information.
Yeah, I got it. Well, that's good. Congrats. Yes, you're right. Bill made a comment here. I once won a case. Never mind. Hey. Okay, guys. Gino, you're right. This is not about drama. This is about having a good time and getting information too. Sometimes I learn something from the viewers, and sometimes they learn something from me. It's just like Diane. She didn't have the answers for everything, and I don't. And Adam sure doesn't. I can tell you that much. Put Jeff Stone. Say hi. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? On the wheel of misfortune. The wheel of misfortune. I don't.
I'm back.
Bill Kirschmeyer is calling it the wheel of misfortune.
The wheel of misfortune. I love it. You guys are
MISS.
hilarious.
MISS. Misfortune.
Yeah, misfortune. I like it.
Hi,
Price.
Julie. How you doing?
Everybody's congratulating Greg on his win. So big tuna, nice prizes, guys. I'm glad that you what the heck, man?
You wanted to give something back to the community.
Yeah, we gotta have fun.
Yeah.
The only time we stop learning is when we stop breathing. Isn't that the damn truth? You never stop learning.
I hope.
No, never. So, oh, wow. Adam, dressed as Vanna White to spin the wheel. Slapsy Maxi, that answers your question. Vanna White. Oh, man. So, you know, it's been so much fun, Red. I've had a good time.
Which porn star do you look like? I don't know. I was looking at the guys.
See? Well, I resemble. Never mind. We're not getting into this. I did have a porn star name though, Monster Rod von Hugenstein. We gotta go. This is getting out of control. This has been fun, guys, and we'll see you next week right here on Mob Vlog, where we're going to and pay. You know, if you didn't pay attention to this episode, watch it, because next week's trivia question is going to be specifically about something that Red and I spoke of today.
In this show.
In this show, yes. So pay attention, because the question is going to be about this week's show next week. And maybe somebody else will win another pizza box, which I have one. I got to ship, and I have to make a batch of pizzas. Too much. I have so much going on right now. Busy. Anyway, I'm going to see you at the after party, and the after party link, guys, go down and look in the description and you'll see it there. And if you don't see it, refresh your you'll see it. It's been fun, Red. I'll catch you at the after party.
In a couple seconds. 10 minutes. We'll be there.
10 minutes. We'll be there in 10 minutes. Okay. And it's been a good time, guys. We'll see you next week. And
God bless you all.
Yay. God bless you too, everyone. And it's been fun. Mob Vlog.